What's up, Vogue? It's Sabrina Carpenter, and I'm going to take you guys through my skincare routine and my nighttime stage look makeup.
Oh goodness gracious, where do we begin?
The way that I like to set the tone, the mood, I like to make sure we've got good vibes, good healthy vibes, and drinking ice cold water with lemon every morning has been a very, very big staple in my life to make me feel like I'm awake, I'm alert, to wake up my skin and kind of get the blood pumping and flowing. I like to do a little ice cube facial. So I basically will just take a few ice cubes, wrap them in a little paper towel, and then I kind of just lightly glaze it over my skin, and it's gonna get really red. This is just something that I've always kind of taken with me because ice cubes are pretty easy to find, so it's something that I can always just count on to be there if I don't have anything else. And then I can start with my actual routine. I'm a very, very big fan of sheet masks. These are really great. This is a super hydrating mask. But first, I'm going to put my hair up. Those are the eyes. Those are my eyes. Okay. This is gonna look really cute. I've been on a lot of planes, so I definitely started to do sheet masks on long flights, whether like international flights, I would always do a sheet mask. And I think the funniest thing is stepping out of that airplane bathroom and just kind of strutting down the runway of people that are like really terrified of why you look the way that you do. But it's fine, because at the end of the day, like my skin's gonna look good and that's all that matters. But I usually keep them on for like 5 to 10 minutes. Woo! She's a newborn baby. Okay. Then I just massage it into my skin. It's very dewy. I'm gonna wanna wash it off because there's a lot on right now. So I basically go to my cleanser, which is this AHA BHA Blemish Control Cleanser because she's a young woman with hormones that are raging. And so I'm going to go wet my face. Going to apply. Whoop. And now I'm gonna wash it off. Okay. Dab, 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 dab. Okay, great. Step 2 in SC skincare routine is her toner. I like this. Just a little bit. I basically started to get really into skincare when I was 15 because I was working on set of a movie. They used a foundation on me that actually had like metals in it, and I'm allergic to metal. I then kind of experienced eczema for the first time, which is hot. And then I went to an esthetician and was able to kind of really understand what was great for my skin, what wasn't great for my skin. And ever since then, like it's honestly been so therapeutic to be able to, I guess, just have a routine every morning and every night before I go to bed and feel super clean and feel like I'm putting good things on my skin that are gonna protect it for a long time. Then I like to apply my vitamin C treatment, which is basically like a little morning moisturizer. And most of the time I will mix this with my sunscreen. So I make sure to put that on every day because I'm iridescent. The sun and I have an interesting relationship, and we have to make sure we protect our skin. I use this eye cream, which is super nice, the Algenist eye cream. I guess it's an eye renewal balm. Someone told me that I have to use this finger. They said it's the most gentle finger, so you just gotta like not rub too harsh, and then you just wanna like pat it in softly under your eye. But my under eye bags have always been pretty under control, so I think I just started to do this eye renewal balm as a more preventative thing for the future. The last thing I like to do before I start my makeup routine is I like to take my Glossier Birthday Balm.com. This stuff smells so good. I love it so much. It literally smells like a cake and I want to eat it every time, but I don't recommend that. Basically, I use this toothbrush every morning to just like scrub all the dead skin off my lips. Okay. It also just makes my lips look like I just applied 10 pounds of lipstick. So that's kind of nice. Another thing that I also love to use, just in general, I'm a big fan of essential oils. I've always kind of been taking them with me on the road. This one is peppermint, so it's super strong, but I put it on the back of my neck. Sometimes I will put it right here. Sometimes I put it on my temples, but I'm not gonna do that today. And then I'll put it on my wrist. And I'll inhale very deeply, and it's very strong, but it makes me feel great. This is maybe my favorite thing that I've found ever, possibly. See, the thing is like I found it, and then TikTok found it, and then the rest of the world found it. So maybe it's not a secret anymore. But one day I was just strolling through Sephora, and I saw this Brazilian bum bum cream, and I was like, that's funny, but it smells like heaven. So now I kind of just use it as my, I don't know, it's like a perfume, it's a moisturizer, it's a multitude of things. You're supposed to put it on your butt, but I like to apply it on my neck because it feels like a natural perfume and it always just smells really divine. Okay, so last little thing before I start my makeup is this rose quartz facial sculptor. I really love how it looks. It's literally just a little heart and it's rose quartz, and I love rose quartz and I have rose quartz next to my bed, but because my face is already moisturized and has different products on it, this kind of glides on pretty easily. Also something to get the blood flowing. So that is pretty much my skincare routine, especially in the morning. And then I go into starting my makeup. This is my favorite rose water, but I love rose water. Makes me feel like I just like, not that I didn't just prep my skin enough, but this is just an extra on top because we can be. First, I like to apply my Pat McGrath concealer, blend it in. I started wearing makeup from a very young age because I was in dance recitals my whole life, basically, with my sisters, and my mom was a dancer growing up, so she basically taught us how to do stage makeup. So I started wearing a lot of makeup, and then over the years have kind of progressed into learning from different makeup artists that I work with and love. And I think that that's how I've kind of been able to find like my staple routine and what works for me really well. So yeah, it's definitely changed a lot over the years. I used to wear way too much eyeliner in the waterline. I think there's a time and a place for it. It might be in this video, but when I was 12, it was not the time and place for it. Now, it's a little quirky. I like to mix two different products. I like to mix this like Tom Ford foundation stick with this Clé de Peau Radiant Cream Foundation. There's also sunscreen in this, which is great, so just in case I forget. These are just crayons. These are just big girl crayons. That's how I see it. So I like to blend in with this. So then I blend it up into my forehead, my 5 head, going to blend it also up into my eyes a little bit, just to create a natural eye primer, if you will, because I don't have eye primer, so we're cheating. All right, I think the skin is pretty solid looking today. I'm telling you, it's the ice water with lemon, does it all. What did they tell you about clear skin? Just drink some water. I don't know if that's true, so don't quote me on that. Next, I like to get into the bronze of it all. I use this little fluffy brush, and I just go in right at my cheekbones. It'll be funny, like especially during the pandemic, there's been days where I don't have much to do and I'll just come down to the kitchen with a full face of makeup. My mom's like, where are you going? I'm like, nowhere, just had to feel alive today. So it's definitely a therapeutic thing for me. Okay, so now that looks decent, right? I try to tell myself that. Okay, yeah, I love. My favorite thing of the summer, I think, has become blush. This is a dark cream blush that I like to put here, a little bit on the tip of the nose, so I look like I just went to the beach, even though I never do. There's something really nice about the way that your fingers like create like a natural look, like the makeup just kind of like melts into your skin. So I do like to use my fingers after I've washed them. Wash your hands, by the way. The next thing I love to do is create a little bit of a glow. I love to use this Kojando Aqua Foundation Illuminator, and I just put it on the high points. So as you can see, it looks like I really just dunked my face in glaze. Now we're gonna go into brows, which I use the soap brows. So I basically take this little prep mist, spritz it into the soap box tin, and then I just get it all over the brush, the little spoolie. As you can see, it just kind of like acts as soap does. Groundbreaking. This is where we go in. Yeah, I haven't done this too many times yet because I'm afraid of messing up. But the thing is like, you can't really mess up because My brows at the end of the day are always gonna look super thick. They're not looking too shabby today, so I'm just gonna sort of keep them there. Now we're gonna go in with eyeshadow. I'm gonna start with just this natural color. Okay, so for this look, I'm gonna take a little bit of a darker color and kind of blend it on the outside. So I'm gonna take this dark color and blend it. I learned after a while of other people doing my liner that I really only like starting from the middle and moving outwards, because for my eye shape, it creates just more of a cat eye definition, which I really personally like. So I do the same thing with my eyeshadow. So I like to bring this down into the bottom, just smoke it out a little. Okay, so that's pretty subtle. We're getting there still. Okay, kids, it's time for the eyeliner. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. So I'm gonna start very subtle in the corner. And then I also like to bring it into the corner of my eye when we're doing a little bit of a darker graphic look. So there's that side. I like to follow with the shape of my eye, which goes a little bit downwards, so this is kind of the shape that we get from the liner. Okay. So now we go in with our mascara. I like to add a little bit more to the eyes later, but I'm gonna start by doing mascara now. Again, with mascara, I also like to sort of really define the ends of my lashes as opposed to doing too heavy of mascara all around. I really sound like I know what I'm saying, but honestly, I just kind of like apply things until I think that they don't look bad. So for this look, I'm also gonna do it on the bottom lashes, but usually most of the time I don't. So we're really spicing it up today. So the lashes are there. You can see it, I can see it, we can all see it. Take a pencil, put it in the waterline up top, because we learned our lesson from when we were young. I think I'm gonna do a little bit on the bottom. Ooh, she's got blue eyes. You see that? Crazy. Okay. I'm just gonna add a little bit more of like a light luminescent color here. Wow, I really look like I'm going to the club, and the club hasn't been open in quite a few months. Okay, now we're going to focus on lashes, and I love these little individuals. These have also made my life a lot harder because I used to just apply them with my fingers, and then these came into the picture. And these are a full personality change, but they don't allow me to do a lot of things like apply single lashes, so I'm gonna use my tweezers. So as you can see, like I took some longer lashes and I put them on the edges of my eyes, and then I take this little short baby one and I put it right in the middle of my eye where like the line from my eyeliner begins, to just kind of blend it, and it kind of looks like it just flows really naturally into one continuous shape. And I don't put it any further than the middle of my eyelashes. I'll just, if anything, blend it out with a little bit more mascara to create volume there. They just add a little something, you know, for the kids at home. I think after lashes, all we really have is lips, which is pretty crazy. One little trick that one of my makeup artists taught me is to sort of just like prep the shape of the lips and make them look a little bit fuller, a little bit poutier, is you kind of take a little bit of bronzer and a little tiny thin brush, and you just sort of like overline the edge of your lip, kind of brush it out. Makes it look a little bit fuller without even like applying anything yet. Do the same thing on the bottom. I love the neutral kind of peachy lip tones. I also like this color of lip liner, so most of the time it's like finding a lip that will just complement the liner, and I can just kind of dab it all in together. The last thing I'll say is when I'm on stage, I try not to wear lip gloss because I'm the type of singer that really likes to eat my microphone, and I don't mean that literally, but like sing very close to my microphone. So I've had some horror stories where my lipstick has ended up all over my face, which is why I've learned my lesson, and now I sort of just stick with matte products that I know are gonna stay still. Okay, one of the last steps for my makeup routine is my very obvious favorite Dior Glow Backstage face palette. I use this all the time. I kind of use all the colors. I don't know if you're supposed to do that, but I do it. I just put it all over. And now that the eyelashes are dry, I just have to make sure there's no excess glue. Oop, it's a smoky eye. And then I use By the Fireplace by Margiela. Woo. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Smelling good is important. I'm just gonna put that out there. And then I guess the last thing I do is let my hair down, run a brush through it. I really do like my hair pretty natural and messy usually, unless I'm doing like a very specific look. We usually like to keep it pretty voluminous over here. And then we put on clothes and then we're out the door in the usual setting. So this is my final look. I hope you guys like it. It's a great look for a night on the town, which I'm not gonna be doing anytime soon, but I hope you guys like this video.